Well, hello everyone, welcome back to PlayFrame and to Final Fantasy XIV, and welcome back to Tamamizu, the village under the sea. Told you Stormblood was pretty, didn't I? But did you listen? No. You probably did. Sorry, I didn't mean to get antagonistic. Perhaps Soroban can help us convince his brethren to aid us somehow. We may as well ask him, don't you think? I do think. I'd love a tour first, though. Of course, Soroban— yes, Lise, oh goodness. Soroban is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? All of our plans failed, and so now we're here, and now you're caught up. That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. That's reasonable. Lise, you want another crack at it, or should we leave this to Alice A? Loving the look of their Aetherites down here. Let's go ahead and attune before I forget. Future me will be grateful. So, you must be Bunshin. I present to you the honored elder Bunshin. You should probably refrain from addressing him by name. He does not much care for it. Good to know.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
Or I can do the talking, that's fine too.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
Nailed it.
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Probably so. Worst case, we do undersea chores, which honestly sounds novel. I'm in. Whatever it is we've got to do, we'll do it, right? I mean, what other choice do we have? Not many left. 1,000 gods found within the great and the small. Rather different from Eorzea and her 12, but I have heard of stranger things. In some lands, for instance, men refuse to acknowledge the existence of all but a single god. Wild. Tell me more later. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of the Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning. Fear not, there is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unkyu carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I'll see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Dermot, would you go and find an unkyu and relieve it of its carapace? Sure, someone tell me what that is, and I'll figure it out. I will just keep removing shells from various things until someone tells me to stop. Oh, that's what an unkyu is. Okay, well, I'm on the job. Either one of you could have done this. Heck, you could have teamed up on this thing. Saved me a trip. It's fine. I'm helping. Okay. How quick my dearest brother was to boast of his firewood gathering techniques. If only he were here to gather these shells in my stead. Oh, come on. It builds character. Did I not get a carapace from that? You know what? I'll do it again. That's fine. Did that one count? Maybe I just need to wait for one to drop. I think I see some ruby coral over there. It's a bit far, but I can swim for it. Well, good luck with that. I will not be joining you on this one. I got crabs to fight. Maybe this time? No. Still? Man. They don't really do, like, rare drops in 14 very often. Always catches me off guard when a quest actually requires something that doesn't drop the first time. There we go. Gracious. Okay, let's take this back. Well, have you the Unkiu Carapace? I do. Boy, it took a bit. Perhaps one day we will live in a world in which poor Unkiu need not be slaughtered for Kojin rituals, but today is not that day. They certainly could make it easier on us, though. In my opinion. How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I'm sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And the sea snail shells, which is hard to say. Sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have met yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you'll be able to move freely throughout the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha! Surely you realize we've been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shell-lists of Suinotano can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shell-lists? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rhine have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Right you are. Sorry, didn't mean to hold things up with explanation, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, quite how this blessing is supposed to keep us from drowning remains to be seen. Yes, that is true. I can hardly wait. Well, I'm glad you're excited. I am too. Soroban is about to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you've ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. I'm very excited. So's Lise. LSA is lukewarm on the idea, but that's still 2.5 of us. Very much looking forward to this ritual. Team Punch is ready. This is the place, right? I'm not sure I like the look of that whirlpool. That does look a little ominous, but I trust our companion. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing. that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Wow. Drag him, LSA, I guess.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Heck yes.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kusetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
This is quite the power to just receive. For free. Well, for like a crab shell and some seashells and coral and such. But yes, diving is now a feature we can avail ourselves of, here and elsewhere. Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suinosato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Control and spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Although you can also mount your own, like, well, I think once you have flying unlocked in an area, that also sort of unlocks swimming and allows you to, ride your flying mount underwater if you want. Or your underwater mount while flying. Either one. Pretty good mount, though. Okay, let's go find Lise. Well, now. Found another city. Lise, are you in here? Lise? There you are. Oh, hang on, let me off. Thank you. I'll admit I had my doubts, but this is a blessing worthy of the name. One cannot help wondering what other magics the Kojin possess. It's true. This is quite a little bonus for us to just have in life. This must be Suinosato, the Ryan village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. Let's do. I'm in. Sure. I'll start asking around. You may now perform underwater emotes, even? Goodness. Our luck's finally looking up, huh? Lise would not delay in beginning the search for the Yasakani no Magatama. If this is Sui no Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we're not welcome here. Huh. I hadn't really looked. Sasanami, are we welcome here? Is there anything I might help you with, sir? Tell me about yourself. I'm Sasanami. I serve under Shiosai, the High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides. My duties include drafting the necessary paperwork for courtly functions and the village, as well as writing letters and arranging meetings. Whenever the High Priest is too busy to do so himself, I will also attend to the needs of his beloved otter, Isobe. That sounds like an important job. What kind of place is this? Long ago, we, the Rhine, were driven from our ancestral home. Our forefathers sought refuge here under the sea, and thus the humble but peaceful village of Sui no Sato came into existence. We're ruled by the Ruby Princess. Few besides those who serve at the royal courts, however, know her face, and even they seldom see her in person. Currently, Her Highness is carrying out a private ceremony of sorts. All, including her most trusted advisors, have been barred from entering or exiting the palace. Oh, well, cool. Well, you were very welcoming and friendly. I don't see what vibes Alice is getting. Let's see if I can find the Shiosai. Kids, do you know where I can find the Shiosai? Hey, mister, what's the surface like? Is it a nice place? Or is it scary? Do you have seaweed that grows up to the skies? Or do you have... You have a lot of questions, which I do not have time to answer right now. Oh, Alice. Soroban called him the Overseer. One can only assume he's some sort of leader in the community. That would track. Any advice? The Kojin of the Red have become even more aggressive of late. It's caused our people no end of trouble. If only they were a bit more like their amicable cousins in Tamamizu, perhaps we would not have to suffer so. Well, we aim to help with that, if I can just find your leader. Maybe they're up here. Wait, yes. But first, and more importantly, your otter is perfect. Chirp, chirp. Love him. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, but as a person who has a very cute pet, you must be very used to people addressing you second when you enter a room. So, this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We've no need of wide-eyed wanderers. We're doing a lot of Disney song references in this one, I'm realizing. Sorry, didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Derman and Alice. We're looking for the Overseer of Sui no Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no Overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great! We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no... Stop. I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Isobe agrees. Or disagrees. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you're so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suinosato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we Ryan enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it's not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suinosato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Love your otter. I know that's neither here nor there, but it is more important than anything else we've discussed. Everywhere we go, it's the same. Go away, we don't want any. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but some stupid part of me just can't help hoping for the best. That optimism is good. Try to hang on to it if you can. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Garabania is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Kosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Me too. Do I want any of this? Might as well. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Isari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayori. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Kayan. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death. That he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
He need not worry, we'll make our way to him. Everywhere we go, it's the same line, of course. Alisaie's sigh tells you all you need to know about her state of mind. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Derman? We could try talking Shiosai around? We could ask the villagers if they know anything. Soroban sent us here, mayhap we should ask him. Or we find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. Well, the villagers were fairly nice, we could try. Right. You are who's talking? You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time? Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami. This is my wife, Yunagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We've heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Well now. Kami be praised. She lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually. But I'm sure she's all right. We had no idea she hailed from Suino Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangxia. His tale of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there's something we can do for these people. They who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye, it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. We're getting a lot of good gifts today. There's a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We'll do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Boy, that was lucky. Nice to meet you too. May the kami speed you on your journey. I would so dearly like to hear more of your adventures with my daughter, but I understand time is of the essence. Go now and use the lamps I told you. But be aware, their light only shines for short periods. Good to know, thanks for the pointer. LSA! Y'all ready? Did y'all leave without me? Y'all left the bubble without me. Rude. Ah, turns out I was wrong. I can already go ahead and use PlayFrame underwater. Natural swimmer. Impressive. Anyway, let's see. There you two are. Hey, forget something? Or someone? Leave this area to me. Okay. If this wreck is the selfsame vessel of which Soroban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama's nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Derman. We're gonna need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. To find the Yasakani no Magatama, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. Okay. I'll, try to do that. Let's see. Let's find a good search spot inside this little, search range and lamp. There, peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Oh wow, first try. Dang. I'm good. And they said this would be hard. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. We just got here, it's been less than a minute, and I found it first try. Gossetsu will have died of old age by the time we've finished. You haven't found anything, have you, Derman? You're so impatient. At least, you think it's the Yasakani no Magatama. Not that you know for certain what it would look like. Fair point. Hey, I found a rock. Is this it? This is it. The Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Soroban described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. It sure would. We've learned to swim infinitely, we got a cool little invisible lamp, and we found the rock that all the turtles have been looking for and couldn't find. On my first try. This has been a very lucky day for us indeed. Also met Yuguri's parents at the bottom of the sea. Not what we expected when we came out here. A lot's going our way. Hopefully that will continue next time. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you on Friday for some more Final Fantasy XIV story mode. Can I wave underwater? Yep. Bye, everyone!